Today, we're going over the 3 best iOS and Android budgeting apps for 2022 and beyond. All 3 of these apps offer great tools to help you thrive financially, whether that be through the awesome budgeting features, expense and subscription tracking, or the net worth and spend analyzers. Hey, welcome back. My name is Ryan McGregor, and by the time you leave this video, you'll know with confidence which of these 3 budgeting apps is the right fit for you, as we're going to take a first-hand look at all of the great features that make these the best budgeting apps for 2022. What? Each one of these apps offers a unique budgeting experience, so there is something for everyone. Now that said, make sure to stick around through the entire video because I'm going to discuss some safety and security information that you need to be aware about before you even think about connecting your financial accounts to a third-party service like the apps we're going to cover in this video. The first budgeting app on our list is Truebill. Truebill is a personal finance and budgeting app loaded with features including extensive budgeting features, expense and subscription trackers, financial insights, as well as several cost-lowering features that truly makes Truebill stand out among its competitors. Jumping into the Truebill app on my iPhone, you'll first land on the dashboard tab, which will provide a general snapshot of your finances. This includes a chart of your spending over this month, as well as a breakdown of your checking, credit card, and investment balances, plus the option to open an FDIC-insured savings account directly through Truebill. However, there are better options for savings accounts than what Truebill is offering. Another feature that makes Truebill great is the extensive subscription tracker. So scrolling down, you can see a carousel of my upcoming subscriptions. This is very, very important for me at least, because there have been times where I've forgotten to cancel a subscription. So having this reminder, say if you check into the Truebill app on a daily basis, can be immensely helpful and important for a budgeting or personal finance app. Next down, we have a master list of all of our transactions across all linked accounts, which can be sorted by account, and you can also manually add or remove a transaction if needed. Next up, we have our budget here. We'll jump into these features in just a second, but down at the bottom, you'll notice your credit score here. Like competitors, Truebill does provide free access to your Experian VantageScore credit score. However, if you do pay for Truebill Premium for as little as $3 per month, you get access to your entire credit report, as well as some additional features, which we'll cover in just a second. Now, before we jump into the budgeting features, let's talk a little bit about the cost-lowering features that Truebill provides, because this is really where they stand out among competitors. Truebill has a much heavier emphasis on bill management and cost-lowering features through the services that they provide, like the bill negotiation service, subscription cancellation service, in addition to their fee refund retrieval service. Next video is actually going to be testing out the Truebill negotiation service live, so make sure to stay tuned for that video. Let's jump into the budgeting features. Webull provides up to 22 categories to choose from when creating your budget. So as you can see from this list, you can get pretty custom with your budgets. Now, there is one really big downside about budgeting with Truebill, which we'll cover in just a second. As you can see, you can get pretty in-depth with your budgets. There are several financial insights that you can check out, including how much money you have left for spending based on the budget categories you've set up, in addition to your largest purchases. Now, here's why budgeting with Truebill has a major downside. As I mentioned earlier, Truebill has a free and premium version. However, on the free version, users are only limited to a maximum of 2 budget categories out of the total 22. The next budgeting app on my list provides unlimited budgets for completely free. So if that sounds good to you, stay tuned for that. The second app on our list is Intuit Mint. Mint is a powerhouse of a personal finance and budgeting platform with a full-fledged mobile app in addition to website, something that Truebill does not currently offer. Mint is one of the best budgeting platforms thanks to its excellent user interface, budgeting features with the user experience at the forefront, expense and subscription tracking, net worth and spend analyzers, in addition to the fact that there are new features being consistently added, including the latest feature, a bill negotiation service, which seems to have been added in direct rivalry to Truebill. You can create up to 21 budget categories, but even better than that, you can create an unlimited number of budget subcategories. This is exactly what I meant earlier when I said that the user experience is at the forefront. Having that flexibility is so important when budgeting. Jumping into the Mint app, you'll land on the Overview tab, which provides a similar experience as what Truebill provides in their app, and that is a general snapshot of your finances. With Mint, this is going to be a net worth and spending chart over time, and then your cash, credit, loan, investment balances, and then you can assign value to your property as well and add that into Mint. Scrolling down, you'll also have a transaction master list where, again, you can sort by category, account, and also custom tags you create for each transaction. The monthly tab is where you'll go to create and manage your monthly budget. You can also view other financial insights, including your month's cash flow, spending based on category, upcoming bills and subscriptions, as well as any financial goals you've set up. Additional features of Mint include free access to your TransUnion VantageScore credit score, and you can also set up push notification and email notifications for upcoming bills. Plus, you can sync your upcoming bills and credit score reminders to your actual device calendars. The third best budgeting app for 2022 is YNAB, or what's otherwise known as You Need a Budget. The key difference about YNAB compared to Mint and Truebill is that it follows a zero-based budgeting strategy. So effectively, that means when you set up your budgets at the beginning of the month, you'll assign every single dollar that you currently have available to those categories. I'll show you exactly how this works in the mobile app in just a second, but why this is so important and so effective is because it ensures that you stay accountable to every single dollar you have. So when you go ahead and set up your budget categories at the beginning of the month, it doesn't leave you room to spend money anywhere else without affecting another budget category. YNAB almost exclusively focuses on the budgeting experience in contrast to Mint and Truebill, as they do not provide a subscription tracker, financial reports, or cost-lowering features. However, this is not a bad thing considering that many people prefer a straightforward budgeting experience and see those extra features as just fluff. Jumping into the YNAB app, as you can see, I have my January budget set up. And if we look at the top, you can see that all money has been assigned. So as you can see, scrolling through here, you can see all of my different categories. And you might be wondering, what are the green bubbles and what are the gray bubbles? Okay, so since I assigned all the money at the beginning of the month that I had to these budget categories, that means for green, we're good to go. Everything is properly budgeted, but then when you look at the gray bubble, that means that I've already made those expenses. So initially those were green. I allocated money to those categories. I spent the $99.95 on ExpressVPN, marked that in my YNAB app, and then it turned gray, meaning, okay, that bill is already paid. I'll create a new budget category in just a second to show you how this works, but looking at the top where it says all money assigned, whatever this balance is for you is the cash available for allocation. All right, so let's create a new budget subcategory, and I'll show you what to do to assign money, even if you've allocated all money already. So we'll hit the edit categories button in the top right, click the new group, and then we'll click the plus to the right of that. Oh, gotta put the name in first. Let's say we want to budget for, let's say soccer balls. We'll hit the plus, and then let's say we want to budget for green balls. We want a green soccer ball every single month. And then let's say we want $100 for that. I'll select monthly, every end of month, save, done, and bam. Now, as you can see, there is an orange bubble around that. This means that it needs $100 to be assigned. So if we click on that, you can see that right there. And we can do that by clicking on this. And now there we go, right? Now it's a green bubble and we've properly assigned. But the problem is we don't have enough dollars to properly assign that. Now we have negative 100 because we don't actually have any more money if we're spending money in all these other areas. So let's click, let's fix that. And let's find a category that we can draw from. So let's say, you know what, let's take $100 out of investing because green soccer balls are more important. So we'll hit Schwab Investments, and then that will move $100 from my investments over to green soccer balls. Click done, and there we go. It is now fixed. And it's as simple as that. As you can see from the zero-based budgeting strategy that YNAB offers, you know where every single dollar is going to go across the entire month. So if you say, well, Ryan, what if I have expenses that I don't know if they're gonna come up or not? Like they could just be unexpected. Well, not a problem. You can create another budget category called unexpected expenses, assign maybe $200 for that, and then anytime you have an unexpected expense, you can draw from the unexpected fund. Another feature that makes YNAB one of the best budgeting platforms is the ability to create custom categories similar to Mint. Again, the flexibility that this provides is insanely important because we're all human. We don't know what's gonna happen all the time. We're gonna have expenses that fall outside the box a little bit. Now, let's talk pricing. YNAB does offer a 34-day free trial to give you a good feel of what the app has to offer. Thereafter, it's $14.99 a month or $98.99 annually. That is kind of steep, but if YNAB at all interests you, I'd urge you to try out that 34-day free trial. They don't require that you sign up for a subscription, then get the free trial. You get the free trial immediately, and then you can choose to subscribe. So even if you were to forget about YNAB, you wouldn't be charged that monthly or annually fee. I wanted to include 3 different budgeting experiences in this video, which is why I chose Mint, a completely free yet extensive budgeting experience, Truebill, a decent budgeting experience, but does provide greater value in cost-lowering features like the bill negotiation service and subscription cancellation, and then also YNAB for the totally different budgeting strategy, the zero-based budget strategy. Out of the 3 budgeting apps that we covered in this video, which one are you going to go with? Make sure to let me know down in the comment section below. Now, this review was just a broad overview of what these budgeting apps have to offer, so be sure to check out my full Mint and Truebill review and subscribe and stay tuned for my upcoming full YNAB review. Help your friends and family start the new year right by sharing this video with anyone who would find it helpful. That said, cheers to a prosperous 2022, and I'll see you in my other videos.